Alright, welcome back guys. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave the channel now. Appreciate it. What's up, Digger? I see you. What has he got? What do you got in your mouth? You got something down there he's working on. Take a look at the pond this morning. Look how much clearer it is. You can actually see pooter. See the molly. Or one of them. There's two. There's the two mollies. There's Plinko. You can see Plinko again. So we're getting cleaned up. We've got the lactic acid bacteria working hard. You can see the aeration all in there. But we did add in some L.A.B yesterday and this morning. We just put the L.A.B in actually. We did that on Instagram. So here's the L.A.B. Cheesed up overnight. Doesn't take long. About what, 24, 36 hours, something like that. Cheesed up. Plants are looking droopy this morning, but hopefully we'll get it back. We'll get them back perky here in the next couple of days. We hope anyway. Some of these are starting to frost up, and some of them are just taking longer than others. Here's the orange lean. Buds look great. The leaves look a little tainted, so to speak. You know, they've got some rust on the edges. They did take a hit, but that was to be expected when we crashed the system like we did. The creek looks a whole lot better. You can see we cleaned that out quite a bit. Added new sand silt clay to the creek here. That's the new sand and silt that's on the edges. It's going to help bring back that cyanobacteria. Going to bring back the lactic acid bacteria. Going to bring back the algae. And when the algae starts coming, the photosynthetic algae, or I think that's how you say it. When that cyanobacteria starts creating oxygen, that's what was really running our grass and along the edges and keeping everything in check. When the red light came in, when that deep red came in and killed it all off, now we've got to start all over again. But I can see, look at the difference. Look at the grass. If you go back just a couple of days, you'll see that edge of that grass down at the bottom was, if I don't slip and fall here, all of this down through here was super yellow. I mean, and going more yellow, but you can see now, look, that's green. All this down here is green. I can see that it is starting to get green again. Down at the bottoms, that's where I want it to be. Down at the bottom down there. That's letting me know that oxygen is coming on back. And things are going to get back to normal here shortly. It's definitely not yellowing. Look at that. I mean, just a couple of days. So if we were still going in the wrong direction, this would be all yellow by now, because we were on our way. Look at the day before yesterday's video and you'll see. But I'm seeing green coming back now. So that green is telling me that oxygen is coming back. And that is a good thing. Once we get that algae blooming up around the edges, they'll start forming those bubbles of oxygen and start producing that oxygen that we need, that dissolved oxygen that will be wicked up out of the creek into the soil pockets, where the plant's roots can then get that air, get that oxygen that they need. Big Mama over here is just, Jesus. I just don't know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep bending them over. This one here, though, is just looking gorgeous. Now, the stress we've put these things through could turn out to be a good thing, you know, if we can recover from that stress. That stress should push some more terps our way. And that's yet to be seen. So we're just, you know, we're only day 26, so we still got, God, probably 40 days, maybe even close to 45 days, 50 days. I don't know. We might go 70 days now. I don't know how. Depends on how long that this little what should I say, bump in the road, this little bump in the road takes to get recovered from. Right now it looks like it's going to be about a week, so we might have lost a week, maybe two, of good growth. And that just means it's going to have to take a little bit longer to finish these girls off. Just taking a few off of these. Yeah, that's what we're getting there. Kind of like a rusted mite type thing going on. I know I don't see any bug, I don't see any mites, haven't seen any type of pest. That doesn't mean that we don't have any, but I haven't seen any type of pest damage. All the damage that I see has come from, you know, the little snafu we had. It's amazing how this bush here never slowed down. It has continued, didn't take any type of hit whatsoever. Green growth constantly. So that was that kind of tells me that the soil deep, like especially back over here, these roots go God knows where, but I know they go deeper than the cannabis does. So that's telling me that the air and the oxygen is still there. It's just the life is still in the soil. It just took a hit. Like the bad guys basically moved in for a little while and took over. We had to send reinforcements in to help out. And that's where the lab comes in. We've also got our buddy Mo sending us some purple non-sulfur bacteria. That will really help put that good bacteria back into the creek and get everybody back to normal. You can see we got plenty of oxygenation in the water. This time tomorrow, that pond should be clear. If not, maybe 2 days from now, she'll be crystal clear. Let's take a look at the new pond over here. We've been waiting for this to get non-tacky, and it is non-tacky. It is completely dry now. Even the floor is nice and hard, and slick. Might have a few tacky spots. Oh no, that's even dry. We might have a few tacky spots in the pond still. And if the pond is dry, then I know everything else is pretty good to go. I've had this fan sitting down here like this. Just had it sitting. Let's go down here and see if I can get my old ass down here this far. Oh, fuck. Still a little tacky. You can see my fingerprints. Yeah, still a little tacky. We got a little while. We got a couple of days probably on that. But that's what we're waiting on before we throw water in it. We don't want to put water in there while it's still curing. But that was the last section we did, so I'm assuming that will take a little longer, but everything else is nice and dry, ready to water. We'll fill the creek up with water. We'll run water all the way up to this point, let it overflow, let that water sit in the creek, let the water sit in the pond. We'll check for leaks. If she don't leak, then will be time to suck all that water back out. We'll put pea gravel, sand, silt, and clay in the bottom, just like in here. Fill it up, run water again, and then we can start playing with rocks, putting rocks in there, and putting, elevating the sand and the silt, clay for the water to run over and spin around and do all kinds of things. After we do that, we did get you see that box right there? Boop. Those are our lights. Our lights came in. So before we put soil in, before we put water in, before we do any of this, we'll hang our hooks, we'll hang our lights, then we'll put soil in, fill the pond, turn it on, let her flow, put some fish in, plant some seeds, and voila, we are done. Not too bad. I think we'll get all of that. I think we'll have seeds in the ground by June. So that would be what? 4 months of since I started the project, and then about a month of building. Maybe 41 days of building. And we're at that point. So yeah, not bad by myself. 100% done by myself, and I'm just gonna put this over here back in its spot. We spent about I haven't totaled up the total. I went to Luckstone 26 times, spending about, I don't know, $25-30 each time, whatever that is. Probably got $1,000 in the rock. All in all, we might have a total with the pumps. Well, the pump was $100. The pond shield was $400. We might have $1,500, $1,600 in the whole thing by the time it's done. That's not including lights or anything like that. Everything just to build the project. We are sponsored by Grandmasters. So you can use discount code YELLOWSKUNK for 10% off of any of your Grandmasters. We've got the new and improved ones over here. Awesome lights. Love the technology. I love the ability to fuck up like I did. That's just me. I like having the Ferrari. I like having the Ferrari in the garage. The garage is in the woods where, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if you live on a back road, so to speak, and you own a Ferrari, you probably will never put down the power that Ferrari has or is capable of. And that's basically what I have in the Grandmasters. I have Ferrari, but I'm on a back road where I can't go very fast. So therefore, we have to be very careful and where we put power down, and where we can put power down and where we can't. If that makes any sense. This Orangeline really does stack nicely. And for being, 26 days, we still got a long ways to go. We'll see how these things react to that negligence of mine. But I must say the grass is going to kick back. And if this grass starts to kick back and start getting green again, I know we're in good shape. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. Check this out. This is another thing I saw. You see that? Do you see it? I see it. See that green patch right there? That wasn't there. Oh, there's another little green spot right there. That wasn't there yesterday. You know what that is? That is string algae. That is photosynthetic. It creates oxygen with the light. That's what we want in that creek. We want that algae to be able to take that light and turn it into oxygen, turn it into what we need to survive, what these plants need to survive, and that is oxygen, air. We need to breathe. It's one of the most important things. You can go a long time without water, you can go a long time without food. You ain't gonna close your mouth and shut off the air for very long. That's why it happens so fast. I mean, if you close your mouth and you don't breathe, you might last 2 minutes if you're lucky. The plant is not much different. Give it a day without air and you're done. Ask any hydroponic grower, DWC grower, any type of grower that grows in water. If you're not oxygenating that water, you're toast. You're done. Game over. It's all about the air. Without air, you get a swamp. With a swamp, you get funk. And the funk don't bring what we want. I couldn't find anything to rhyme there, so. But that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody hanging out. We've got to work today, so we'll be in and out of here throughout the day. I won't be able to stick in here most of the day today, but I will be in and out, checking on things, as we always are. This monstera, look at that thing. It's ridiculous. That's the biggest monstera leaf I've ever seen. Indoor, outdoor, I don't care. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. I don't know if I've seen a lot of them, but that one is a monster. This one down here that Karma's Earth Angel sent us is growing nicely. A nice leaf going over there. That was this newest one. I believe it's got a new one, another new one coming. Look at that one there. Yeah, looking good. Everything else is good to go. Just sit back and wait for nature to do its thing. Pooter's a lot happier, I can tell you that. So, I hope everybody enjoys their Friday. I know we will try, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.